Everybody, welcome to the HopCast.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody.
I'm Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
We are at our favorite fest.
Favorite fest of the year. This is FOBAB for the cool kids, Festival of Wood and Barrel Aged Beer. So it's basically all the special, unique things that all the breweries have been working on for the past year, all in one festival.
Right.
Lots of imperial stouts, a lot of sours. So it's a really, really fun time.
Right. And as you can tell, it's already happening. It's busy
Banging
down
up
there.
in this piece. I'm drinking a stout from Distill, Dos Vidania, if I'm saying that correctly, and it's a really soft imperial stout. It's got a nice roast to it, but it's very, very soft and delicate, aged in Heaven Hill barrels. So.
And I've got the Righteous, but it's Righteous from Bell's Rye.
I see what they did there.
Yeah.
Clever.
It's nice. Wood's light. The rye's nice. It's blending well together.
Yeah. It was a nice toast quality on that beer. So. Well, we've got a lot more beers to drink.
All right, what do we got? About 180?
180 to get through, and we're going to drink them all.
Let's do it. We are a few beers deep.
Already. It's pretty early yet.
Right, glasses have already been dropped here. We heard them.
And I'm working on the new Hoodwinked from Two Brothers. It's a blend of a couple different sour beers.
Right.
Quite nice.
Yeah, I think they said that was originally brewed with no hops, and then it got blended back with a beer that had hops in it, so it's like really low, like 1 or 2 IBUs.
Right.
And I've also got a sour. I got the Surly 5. So
and that one was aged in a barrel with currants. Is that right?
No, 100% Brettanomyces red wine barrels.
In a red wine barrel. Okay. So no fruit. All right.
I don't think there was fruit. Not that it said.
Yeah, that was a tasty beer. There's nice funk coming off of it, and so far we're just liking the funk.
Yeah.
Getting funky over here.
I think the 5 was in bottles.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, so this maybe has been sitting for a while, so it might even be a little funkier.
Well, right on. We're gonna keep plowing through it.
Well, we're here with drinking legend Jonathan Surratt.
You may know him on the Twitter as the famed Beerinator. So you can follow him at Beerinator on Twitter.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us. What have you discovered thus far in the festival?
Beer.
Oh yeah, beer.
We got beer here.
Well, if I pull out my thing, I got the General from Revolution, the molasses porter.
Look at your notes, yeah.
I'm looking at my notes. It's aged in Heaven Hill barrels.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty good. Most of that comes from the section way behind us, and most of those beers are, I think, just general stouts. I think you got one from that section too.
I did. I got a beer from Rock Bottom in Orland Park, one of the Russian Imperial Stouts, aged in barrels. Really, really tasty and smooth beer. I know that Revolution we just witnessed the award ceremony, and you're drinking some Revolution beer, and they just won a couple of medals.
They did
for some of their beers, which was fantastic for those guys over there.
They should have won.
Guys.
They should have won for the institutionalized barley wine, but they didn't. They were robbed. And I'm starting an online petition, and we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this problem.
Well, I'm drinking the Best in Show winner from Goose Island Wrigley, the Honeybee.
I thought it was pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's nice. It's really sweet, but it's good.
It certainly got the honey notes in there for sure. And we're ready for round 2.
Everyone's here drinking today.
Oh,
Of course. You run into new friends and old friends. It's an old friend of ours, Mike Rybinski. Known him from the Aurora Roundhouse Brewery, and you've got some exciting things going on in the pipeline.
Right.
Tell us a little bit what you're going to be doing nowadays.
I've left the Aurora Roundhouse, and I'm headed to Indiana, Columbus, Indiana, which is about 45 minutes south of Indianapolis. I'm hooking up with an old college roommate who already owns and operates a successful pizzeria, and he's adding on a brewery. So I'm going to be his brewmaster.
Wow. Okay. So kind of like taking a page out of the Peace model and doing the pizza like high class pizzeria and beer.
Right. The pizza is old school. The dough's made the day before. They hand toss it. The finest ingredients. And then now we're going to have fabulous and delicious microbrewed beer as well.
Have they done brewing before that?
No.
They've never done it. So you have to. Are you starting from scratch with like all the fermentation vessels?
Yes. We're getting a Newlands 7-barrel system. He's adding on to his building. So the addition's going to be the new brewery part. And he's also going to add some pizza ovens and whatnot. His pizza's on fire down there. I'm telling you, Columbus is very eager for craft beer. They already have Powerhouse Brewing down there. And we're going to add Zwanzig's Brewing. A nice German name. Means 20 in German. 3 Z's in the name. So I'm going from America's Brewing Company to Zwanzig's. I'm going A to Z. It's going to be 8 beers and 4 sodas.
Excellent. So he makes sodas too.
Right. He's got a great following with the high school, and we just want to keep it family oriented. So
gotta be 21 to drink.
Right. So we're gonna have sodas for the kids.
Don't get in trouble here, Mike.
I know. No. We're all good. We're all good.
All right. Well, cheers to you, and
Thanks, guys.
cheers to your new adventure.
Yeah. Thanks to see everybody.
Check it out down in Indiana. It's gonna be pizza
Columbus,
and beer. You got
Indiana, not Ohio. Columbus, Indiana.
Can't be easily mistaken, but Columbus, Indiana.
Cheers, everybody.
We're proudly joined by John Bryan, export director at Firestone Walker Beers, which somewhat recently have entered our market here in Chicago, so we're very thrilled about that. But
It's been
even
about 6 months now?
I think it was March of this year. We came in and very limited books, our high-end 22-ounce beers, Double Jack, Walker's Reserve, and then our special limited releases, so like Abacus, Parabola. And actually, you want to break the story, Anniversary 15.
You heard it here.
Anniversary 15 releases this week, or next week, actually.
In the Chicago market.
Yeah, in the Chicago market. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
We always love especially the barrel aged stuff from Firestone Walker. But just in general, I know I've done a lot of traveling out to California and had a lot of the beers out there, and like I wish we had double barrel ale out here.
Yeah,
that beer's just killer.
You do have Union Jack, our regular 6-pack IPA.
Yep.
And as time progresses, we'll probably get those beers in the market.
For Chicagoans, this has always been the opportunity where everyone's able to try Firestone beers, and we are always blown away, especially by Black Xanthus, which I believe has won awards in the past here.
Yeah, Black Xanthus. Little Opal was a winner last year.
And then today you've got Velvet Merkin, Sticky Monkey. There's another one too, right?
Heldorado, which is,
Right.
I don't want to blow my own horn, but if you haven't had Heldorado, you got to go have it.
You were drinking that earlier, right?
My first beer of the festival was Velvet Merkin.
That's what I got right now.
One of my favorite beers in general is just Velvet Merlin, just without the barrel. And so the opportunity to have that aged in a barrel was something I couldn't pass up, so I went straight for it. That was the beeline for me.
Yeah, we're going to do that. I don't know if we'll have it in Chicago, but we are going to do it as a
Way
special...
to piss people off, John.
I know. It's like telling a kid he can't have the candy, right? But we are going to have that as a release next year. Hopefully we can get some kegs in for some special events and stuff, but I imagine it'll be very, very limited and, probably pretty much California.
I think I've had 3 pours of it today.
You can only do so much, but we appreciate everything that you and Firestone Walker is putting out there. It's delicious, delicious beers. So.
Right on. Well, thank you, and you guys have a great program. I love it. So.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good to see you all.
Quieted down in here. We're in between sessions.
We have a little bit of lag time here in between the afternoon and night session. We have Steve Hamburg with us, our good buddy.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining us. Basically, your responsibility for this festival, or at least one of them, is going around and make sure that the afternoon session is not drinking too much beer so that the night session can have opportunities to drink that same beer.
As someone said, I'm the evil guy.
Yeah,
so
right.
You're the one who comes over and tells us we have to stop drinking it?
Right. For each brewery, for each beer, you're going to get a 5-gallon sixful of beer.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and actually,
supposed to last you for
some of the breweries actually gave us half barrels.
So sometimes that does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in some cases they're half barrels, and then you don't worry about it between sessions.
Right.
For the 6 barrels, you have to monitor them, and a lot is by weight. The funny thing is when people behind the bar are not people who typically work with kegs.
Right.
So as the floor manager, I'm constantly asked to come over, check a keg, and say, I think it's getting light. And you go over there, you're like, no, it's not a problem. You got more
You're
than
just
half.
really strong.
Yeah,
dude.
you got more than half.
Stop working out.
But then other times, no one, people aren't saying much of anything. You go over and you go, take this off, because you know that they're definitely more than half done. So we, I did my best.
Within your other responsibilities, are you responsible for kicking people out that are being stupid or drunk?
Yeah. Yes.
Why do they have the smallest guy here do that job?
It's a funny thing. If you beat up a small guy, what does that make you look like? Anyone can beat up a small guy. So, honestly, when I ask people to go, there's a way of clearing a room. Now, we have some big guys who often clear the room, but I've found I can clear a room pretty quickly by
with their butt steak you're talking about, right?
just walk up, sort of say, hey, let's go. It's like, hey, thank you very much. And
People have cleared the room in the first session because it was not pleasant.
It's going to get worse this evening.
Well, Steve, we love you. Thank you for showing us the insides of FOBAB here.
Rad.
All right, so we're here with the man behind all these beers we see before us.
Indeed, President of the Illinois Craft Brewers Guild.
Hello.
Mr. P. Crowley.
Hey! I have to say, every time Ken says it that fast, it sounds like Craft Brewers Guild. You have to enunciate. Craft.
There's Craft Brewers Guild.
Now here we are at the Festival of Wooden Barrel Aged Beer, the 9th annual, the largest collection of craft brewed barrel aged beers anywhere in the world. This is Brad. This is Ken. And that's Maeve. Shut up.
We will say, we've been talking to a lot of people around, and you've been involved with this for many, many, many years.
I started this.
9.
Yes. So
I had the first one in Rock Bottom.
We have to
in the banquet hall
give you a big applause.
with 16 beers and 100 people.
Now we're at 100.
So it first started with 16 beers.
Yeah.
And now we've grown to what, 180?
Yeah, 168 I think this year, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much applause to you and your involvement in craft beer, and even just the beers that you make in general.
Thanks.
We've been talking to a lot of people throughout the festival, and a lot of people are seasoned craft beer festival goers.
Okay.
And the general consensus is that this festival is the best festival in the entire world.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
What do you have to say about that?
I
Do you agree?
I would agree, but I think for a few reasons. One thing is we don't want to grow it beyond its current capacity because you have room to move. It could easily be 3 times the size, but that would ruin the festival. So it is what it is. Yeah, sorry it's sold out, but that's what we have. We have 800 tickets. That's it, and that way it's comfortable. Be able to enjoy the beer, talk about the beer, share experiences, and I think it's out of any beer fest I've been to, throughout the country, I think it's probably the best experience for the actual craft beer drinker.
I would have to second that. I mean, the point you made about it not being oversold is huge because nowadays, even every time you look, you're going to an oversold beer festival, and it's just not
Elbow to elbow.
It's not fun.
No.
So the fact
And you guys are here during the day today, right? I mean,
Yes.
was there ever a time
No.
when you felt cramped?
No.
And that's why we do what we do. And it's going to make the ticket rarer and rarer, which is why we've also, and you guys probably saw some of the things we've been talking about the last like 4 or 5 days on the internet. We've made it all 100% will call with name and ID. We don't want scalpers. We don't want people transferring tickets, trying to make money on our thing. So basically, we're trying to eliminate all the douchebags. And so it's becoming more difficult to control or organize the front door. But the whole point is, Brad bought the ticket. It's got Brad's name on it. Brad comes. Brad gets in. That's it. We don't want this to be anything where people can profit off of it and make it unfavorable for the craft beer drinker. It should be a good time. That's the whole point.
And I think that's the goal, and it's totally been reached because number one, you have a collection of some of the best beer in the world.
Yeah, we have some great beers here.
It's run fantastically, where there's it's not oversold. You're getting in, you're doing your thing, you're drinking beer, you're having. And I've run into so many friends, because this is the festival of the year.
The amount of breweries that we have this year from all over the country is amazing, and they're all really stellar breweries. So it was a really good year for us.
So congratulations to you, not only for the festival, you're doing really well with your own project right now, a fairly new project, Haymarket Brew Pub here in Chicago.
Hold on.
Which is also medaled, by the way, this year. So congratulations to you.
Thanks. Yeah, we did. We got a. Oh, it's time to start. We got a GABF medal this year, and then today we actually took a couple of medals for our barrel-aged beers. So we're very happy. First year out of the box. If anyone's not doing anything Christmas Eve, it's our 1-year anniversary party.
Wow.
So,
Sounds good.
I mean, you can only hang out with your family so long. We're open until 2 a.m. So just saying.
If you're not drunk already, go to Haymarket.
Well, cheers to you, our good
brother,
friend
man.
Pete.
Thanks,
Pete
Ken.
Crowley,
I appreciate
and,
it, Brad.
And thanks for putting on
I
the
got
fest.
a really
It's
quick
great.
Maeve.
Shut up, Maeve.
Continued success, you
All
guys.
right, thanks,
Cheers.
man. Cheers.
Again, I think we killed that first session.
We pretty much did, and the people are starting to pile in for the second session here.
Right,
And
they're getting behind us. They're trying to high five us and grab our butts.
hey, everyone loves the HopCast.
So our last beer on video here is Goose Island's 2011 Bourbon County Coffee Stout, right?
Bourbon County Coffee Stout. So, yes, this is the new variation with Intelligentsia. So this is as fresh as it can be. This is.
Are we going to see it in bottles this year?
We will see it in bottles this year. It should come out later this month, if not December. But I would urge people are hanging on to these bottles from last year. I would urge you to just drink them as soon as you get them.
Coffee's falling out. The vanilla's falling out.
Yeah, if you're taking a Bourbon County varietal that's flavored with either coffee or vanilla and that such, you bought it because you wanted to taste that. The longer you age it, all that stuff's going to fall out. So if you buy it this year, taste it now because it's really, really pungent. I mean, the coffee aroma and the flavor is fantastic.
So it's tasting great. We love this festival. Thanks to everyone we talked to. Congratulations to all the winners. If you're lucky enough to come, Pete said there's 800 tickets per session, right?
Right.
So yeah, definitely if you hear about the fest early next year, grab tickets.
This is the festival to be at. So next year, if you missed it, you got to make it on board and get your tickets in advance because they do sell out.
Right. And thanks for watching the HopCast.
Cheers.